Okay, so we finally reached Unit 4. This is the last unit of our summer course, and you'll notice that it's a pretty quick unit, but that's because primarily we'll be working with the material that you've already gathered, the same topic, and we're just kind of repurposing this for a different conversation. If we're looking at the visual of our units that we've progressed through, you'll see that we're now on this outer green ring, which means that we're entering the popular conversation or writing rhetorically in and for the world. So that's kind of what Essay 4 asks you to do, is think about the topic that you've been researching this summer and investigate it from a slightly different point of view. So when the assignment sheet says that this is a remediation of your research project, what that really means is that we're repurposing your research project for a different audience and a different purpose. So instead of writing for the academic audience, you'll be choosing a specific public audience by way of identifying a publication where you might potentially publish this piece, and repurposing your essay to write either a blog post, a letter to the editor, or an open letter. And regardless of which topic or which format you choose to utilize, you will identify a specific place where you think you might publish this if you were to publish it. I don't require that you publish it, although I strongly encourage you to, because it's a really great experience. So when you're thinking about who your audience is, that's how you'll determine which format would work best for you. For example, if I were writing a letter to, or if I were writing a piece to the local school board to get them to consider offering more courses for students, I don't think writing an informal blog post would be the most effective. I would probably want to write an open letter or a letter to the editor so that it would be slightly more formal and slightly more geared towards a sophisticated audience as opposed to just the general public. However, that will be your choice. You have to choose a specific place where you might publish this. Let me know what that place is and which format you would choose. So you'll see here there are examples there are descriptions of what each of the formats is, and then on Blackboard there are many, many different examples of the different types of letters or writing, So the thing that we're going to focus on here is, even though these genres have different conventions, for our class it needs to be no less than 500 words. I say no less than 500 words because some letters to the editor ask you to write only 150 or 200 words. However, I really think that we need to extend this a little bit for the purposes of the assignment. So no less than 500 words. And there are some tips here for you to get started. So choosing a specific audience, identifying the audience, what you know about them, reading other examples, brainstorming ideas, and then following the specific formatting provided on Blackboard for your genre. And then finally, you'll see here the grading chart for the assignment. It's fairly straightforward. You need to be persuasive. You need to pay attention to the audience. It still needs to be organized, even though it's short. Organization is very important. And of course, it needs to follow the proper MLA format with good mechanics. So this is worth 100 points total, and you have a few days to work on this. There will be a rough draft for this, which you can see at the top of the assignment sheet, and also peer reviews. And we'll be working through that this week. So if you have any questions about the assignment, please let me know.